Hi to all, today I am going to explain the balance topics in operators in C. In my previous class I explained you 4 types of operators. The remaining operators are explained today in this session. Okay. So I already explained you what is an operator. An operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform some computation. That is called an operator. There are 8 types of operators in C. Arithmetic, relational, logical, bitwise, assignment, conditional, special operator, increment and decrement. In my previous class I explained you arithmetic, relational and logical operators. These 3 operators I explained you. Today I am going to explain assignment operator also I explained in the previous class. Okay. The balance 4 will be explained today. So the first one I am today going to explain is increment and decrement operator. Okay. Increment means it increment the value by 1. Decrement means it decrement the value by 1. Okay. C provides 2 unusual operators for incrementing and decrementing variables. Increment operator is plus plus and the decrement operator is minus minus. In this picture I shown you the increment operator plus plus. Now what is the use of this increment operator is it add 1 to its operand. Okay, it add number 1 to its operand, that means it incremented by 1. If the value of x is 5, if you give as plus plus x or x plus plus, it will increment the value 5 to 6. Okay, this is the use of increment operator. Here there are 2 types of increment operator. The first one is prefix operator. The second one is postfix operator. In this picture, this is prefix operator because the operand is x. Before the operand, the operator is placed. So this is called the prefix operator. Here, x is the operand and the operator is placed after the operand. So this is called the postfix operator. These are equivalent to, what is the meaning of plus plus x or x plus plus means x equal to x plus 1. Okay. This is the expansion of plus plus x and x plus plus. Here another example, y is equal to plus plus x. This is equivalent to y equal to x plus 1. Okay. Here there is some difference while executing this process. For example, if you take this plus plus x and x plus plus or moreover same, but in between the processing steps in the stack it take some differences. Okay, so here in this example I shown you what is the difference between the postfix and prefix. Here plus plus x increments x before its value is used. Okay, before the value is used, it's incremented by 1, while x plus plus increments x after its value has been used. Okay, in this picture you can see clearly the value of x is 5. Here the formula is y equal to plus plus x. The value of x is 5. Here this is the x, this is the y operand. Okay. This is the expression y equal to plus plus x. So this is the prefix operator. Okay, this is the prefix operator. So what here the processing is increment x before its value is used. Okay, so the value of x is also 6 and the value of y is also 6. But in this example, y equal to x plus plus, what is the procedure is x plus plus increments x when the x increment means x after its value has been used. So the value of x is 6 but the value of y is 5 here. This is but the output is only 6, but in this stack it store like this only. So these are all the types of increment and decrement operators. The operator is plus plus and minus minus. Increment means it increment by 1. Decrement means it decrement by subtracted by 1. Here there are 2 types. The one is pre-increment, post-increment, like that pre-decrement and post-decrement. So this is in this picture I give you the detailed expansion of what is prefix and what is postfix increment and decrement operations. The increment operator are divided into two types: prefix increment and postfix increment. This one is the prefix increment plus x. This one is the postfix increment. How the prefix increment works means increment x by 1, then use the new value of x in the expression. Okay, first it increment the value of x by 1, then use the new value of x in the expression. Okay, but here in x plus plus use the current value of x in the expression, then incremented by 1. This is the neat example. This is the correct explanation of difference between the prefix and the postfix increment. Okay, increment x by 1 in prefix, it incremented by 1 and then use the new value, but here use the current value of x and then it increment the x by 1. Like that, here in decrement, decrement x by 1, then use the value of x in the expression. Like that, in the x minus minus, use the current value of x in the expression, use the current value of x in the expression, and then it is decremented by 1. The value is placed in the operand. Okay, so this is the increment and decrement operator NC. This is the example 2. I assign the value I is equal to 2. That means I equal to I plus 1. This may be a prefix or postfix. It may be either any one of it's used in your program. This is the detailed example of increment and decrement operator. And increment, this is the pre-increment, this is the post-increment. Here this is the expression is given here. The initial value of x is 4. So the value of x, here the value of x is 4, but the final value is stored in y. Okay, because the expression is y is equal to plus x. So the value of x is 4. The final value is stored in y. Here in the first example, plus x. What is the definition of pre-increment? It first increment the value of x, then use the new value of the x to y, and also increment. Okay, so here, so the value of initial value of x is 4. So this is incremented by 1. 4 plus 1, 5. So that value was stored in y. So the value of y is 5 and also the value of x is also 5. But in the post increment, what is the definition of post increment? Post increment, use the current value of x. What is the current value of x? 4 is the current value of x. So use that and then it is incremented by 1. So here you take in this example x plus plus, first the value of x is 4, but what is the procedure? It uses the current value of the x and then it increments. Okay, so first the value of y is equal to 4 and then it is incremented by 1. So the value of x is 5. Okay, so the value of y is 4, value of x is 5. Like that, in the decrement operator, this is the pre-decrement. The value of x is 4. So minus y equal to 4 minus 1 means it. What is the definition of decrement operator? It first decrement the operand and it is and the new value is used to the y. So the both values are in the 3. 4 minus 1, 3. But here this is taken as different. Y equal to x minus minus. Here the initial value of x is 4. So what happened here? The old value is stored in the y and then it is decremented by 1. So the value of y is 4. The value of x is 3. Okay. So this is the explanation given here. The value of x is 4. Plus x means it is the it is a pre-increment operator. So it first increment the value. The new value is stored in the x. The new value is stored in the y and also it incremented in the x2. So y is equal to 5, x equal to 5. But here it is the post increment operator. So y equal to x plus plus. Here the current value of the x is stored to y, and then it is incremented by 1. So the value of y is 4, the value of x is 5. Okay. So like that in decrement also, this is the pre-decrement. So it decrement the value, the new value is stored in y, and also it is decremented in x. So the both values are same. Here this is a different value. The next operator is conditional operator or ternary operator. This operator has a two name. Either you can call this operator as conditional operator and also ternary operators. What is this structure here is, the operator is question mark and a colon. Here the expression, this is the expression. How this operator used in expression is, start with the bracket. This is the condition x less than y. This is the question mark operator. This is the colon operator. Okay, but it not placed it together. It was separated by true and false area. So if the condition is true, if x less than y, then if the condition is true, the true part will be executed. If the condition is false, the false part will be executed. Okay. So in this example, you can see, in this picture, you can see clearly. First, check the condition. If the condition is true, expression 1 will be evaluated. If the condition is false, expression 2 will be evaluated. So this is called conditional operator or ternary operator. This is like if statement in C. If statement will be explained in my further classes. So this is another example how the conditional operator will work. Means the conditional expression can be used as a shorthand for some if-else statements. It is a ternary operator too. This operator consists of two symbols, the question marks and the colon. In this example, x is a variable or identifier. A is assigned the value 11, B is assigned the value 20. Okay. So here this is the condition. What is the value of A? 11 is the value of A. And then what is the value of B? 20. So is this condition true or false? This is false. So B will be the output of the program. Okay. So if A have the value of 20, B have the value of 11, the condition will be 2. The expression 1 will be evaluated. Okay. This is the conditional operator. It is also called as ternary operator in C. These are the bitwise operators. What are the bitwise operators in C? Or what is bitwise operator means? In the C programming language, operations can be performed on bit level using bitwise operators. The operations can be done on bit level. Okay, so that is called the bitwise operators. The following are the bitwise operators: single ampersand. In logical operator, double ampersand used for and like that double vertical line is used for or. So here single ampersand is used for bitwise, and a single pipeline symbol used for bitwise or, and then bitwise exclusive or, left shift, right shift, and bitwise not. These are all the bitwise operators in C. So this is the operators, and the meaning of the operators are given here. A and B. Here you can use one. If you are using a bitwise operator, bitwise, and you can use only one ampersand. If you use a logical operator, that only you can use the double ampersand symbol. Okay. So A and B means bitwise and bitwise or, bitwise exclusive or, bitwise complement, shift left and shift right. Okay. What is the use of or here is, if either one of the value is true, the output will be true. If both the values are false, the output will also false. And then in AND also returns 1 if the both bits are true. If both are 0 or any one of the bit is 0, the output will be 0. Okay. I already explained you in the logical operators what is the truth table of AND and OR and NOT also. Here the exclusive OR will be in a different from the both. Because it returns a 1 if only one of the bit compare is a 1. If both bits are 1 or 0, then exclusive OR returns 0. Not means it 1 is converted to 0 and 0 is converted to 1 in NOT. So this is the bitwise operation AND operation here. And means if the both value is true, the output will be true. Here the first two bits are 0, so this one is false, this one is false, the output will be false. Here this is 1 true, this is also true, so the output will be true. Okay. The AND operation means if the both conditions, both operands are true, the output will be true, otherwise it output is false. Here you can see in this fourth line, one operand is true, this one is false, though output will be false. So